of the most shocking truths about our world aren't hidden in ancient prophecies or alien encounters, but are locked away in classified files, marked top secret, waiting to shatter our understanding of reality. What if governments, corporations, and powerful organizations have been keeping dark secrets, horrific experiments, and terrifying realities hidden from public view for decades or even centuries? In this video, we're tearing open the vault to expose 10 terrifying truths revealed by secret documents, delving into chilling cover-ups, unethical projects, and disturbing insights that will make you question everything you thought you knew about authority and power, from clandestine medical experiments to hidden global threats and astonishing revelations about our own planet. Get ready to have your mind blown and your sense of security fundamentally shaken. And trust me, the #1 revelation will expose a hidden danger that affects everyone on Earth, a truth they never wanted you to discover. You're about to confront uncomfortable facts, shocking betrayals, and the dark side of human ambition. Can you imagine a secret government project that deliberately exposed its own citizens to harmful radiation? Stick around, because I'm going to reveal how a terrifying experiment affected thousands of unsuspecting people. Before we unlock these disturbing truths, do me a quick favor, hit that like button, share this with a friend who dares to seek the truth. And if you haven't already, subscribe and ring that notification bell so you don't miss out on more eye-opening content from 360 World. And I want to hear from you. Which of these declassified secrets do you find the most horrifying? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. 10. The Tuskegee Syphilis Study, government-sanctioned human experimentation. What if your own government intentionally withheld life-saving treatment from a group of its citizens just to observe the progression of a deadly disease? Imagine a horrifying experiment conducted for decades, where hundreds of African-American men with syphilis were left untreated. Even when penicillin became available, all in the name of scientific observation. This isn't just a betrayal of trust. The Tuskegee Syphilis Study is a chilling historical reality revealed by leaked documents that exposes the darkest side of medical ethics and systemic racism. How could this have been allowed to happen for so long? From 1932 to 1972, the U.S. Public Health Service conducted the Tuskegee study of untreated syphilis in the Negro male in Macon County, Alabama. Around 600 impoverished African-American sharecroppers, 399 with latent syphilis and 201 without, were recruited. They were promised free medical care, but in reality, the men with syphilis were deliberately not treated. Even after penicillin became the standard cure in the 1940s, the goal was to observe the natural progression of the disease. The study was only brought to light in 1972 by a whistleblower, leading to public outrage and its termination. Declassified documents revealed a horrific, government-sanctioned medical experiment on vulnerable individuals, a profound breach of ethics and human rights that left a lasting scar on trust in public health institutions, a truly horrifying betrayal of trust in humanity. What lessons do you think society learned from this dark chapter? Let me know in the comments. And brace yourself, because our next revelation exposes the terrifying truth behind a deadly virus. 9. Operation Paperclip. Nazi scientists recruited by the U.S. Imagine that after World War II, instead of prosecuting all high-ranking Nazi scientists, the U.S. government secretly recruited them, granting them new identities and jobs, even those implicated in war crimes. This isn't just historical irony. Operation Paperclip was a clandestine U.S. intelligence program that brought over 1,600 German scientists, engineers, and technicians from Nazi Germany to the U.S. for government employment after the war. Declassified documents revealed the morally complex and often disturbing choices made in the name of national security and the space race. How did these former enemies become America's top scientists? Operation Paperclip, initially called Operation Overcast, was a secret program primarily conducted by the Joint Intelligence Objectives Agency. In the immediate aftermath of World War II, its purpose was to exploit German scientific expertise before the Soviet Union could. The paperclip refers to the paper clips used to attach new bios and fabricated political backgrounds to the scientists' actual files, sanitizing their Nazi affiliations. This included individuals like Werner von Braun, who developed the V-2 rockets for the Nazis, but later became a key figure in NASA's Apollo program, while proponents argued it was vital for Cold War technological superiority. Declassified files reveal the ethical compromises, the recruitment of individuals who were ardent. Nazis are even implicated in atrocities at concentration camps. It's a dark secret showing how geopolitical ambitions can overshadow justice. Former enemies becoming national heroes. What does this reveal about the compromises nations make in times of conflict? Don't go anywhere, because our next secret exposes how a famous environmental disaster was deliberately covered up. 8. The Love Canal disaster, corporate pollution and government negligence. Do you ever wondered what happens when a powerful corporation dumps toxic waste, then covers it up, building a school and homes on top, leading to a horrifying health crisis? Imagine a quiet suburban neighborhood where children develop severe birth defects. Adults suffer from inexplicable illnesses, and the very ground oozes with hazardous chemicals. This isn't just a tragedy. The Love Canal disaster in Niagara Falls, New York, revealed through leaked company and government documents, is a chilling testament to corporate greed and official negligence, becoming a landmark case for environmental justice. How long did they know before the truth came out? In the 1940s and 50s, Hooker Chemical Company used the abandoned Love Canal as a chemical waste dump, bearing thousands of tons of toxic industrial waste. After filling the canal, they sold the land to the Niagara Falls School Board for $1, building a school and homes on the site with a deed warning that was largely ignored. Over decades, the chemicals began to leach into homes, causing a widespread public health crisis with alarmingly high rates of miscarriages, birth defects, and various illnesses. Investigative reporting and community activism eventually forced government action. Declassified internal documents later revealed that Hooker Chemical knew the dangers of the waste and had inadequately sealed the site. The federal government's slow response and initial downplaying of the crisis further fueled outrage. Love Canal exposed a terrifying truth about industrial pollution and official failure to protect citizens. A toxic secret buried beneath homes. What other hidden environmental dangers might be lurking in your own community? Up next, a chilling military project that experimented with biological weapons on its own population. 7. Operation Sea Spray, U.S. military's germ warfare experiment. What if the military secretly sprayed vast quantities of harmful bacteria over major U.S. cities, using unsuspecting citizens as unwitting test subjects for germ warfare experiments? Imagine biological agents released into the air, affecting millions, all in the name of assessing vulnerability to a biological attack. This isn't hypothetical. Operation Sea Spray was a series of covert biological warfare tests conducted by the U.S. Navy in 1950, declassified decades later, revealing a shocking disregard for public safety and a terrifying secret in military history. Were we truly guinea pigs? In September 1950, the U.S. Navy conducted Operation Sea Spray, where the USS Robert K. Huntington sailed along the coast of California, spraying a bacterium called Serratia marcescens into the air over the San Francisco Bay Area. Serratia marcescens, though usually harmless, was chosen because it creates a red pigment, making it easy to track. While the Navy later claimed it was thought to be in subsequent studies linked the spraying to a significant increase in pneumonia cases and at least one death in the area. Similar vulnerability tests using other bacteria and particles were conducted in other U.S. cities like New York and Washington, D.C. Declassified documents revealed that these experiments were designed to simulate a biological attack and study how airborne pathogens would disperse over urban populations. The terrifying truth is that millions of Americans were unknowingly exposed to biological agents by their own government. A secret germ warfare test on its own. People, what other biological experiments have been hidden from us? Don't go anywhere, because our next secret reveals a terrifying truth about global surveillance. 6. PRISM and mass surveillance. The NSA's global spying program. Have you ever felt like everything you do online, every email, every call, every search is being monitored? What if the US government, through its National Security Agency, was secretly collecting vast amounts of internet and phone data from millions of ordinary citizens worldwide directly from major tech companies? This isn't just paranoia. PRISM was a top-secret mass surveillance program revealed by whistleblower Edward Snowden in 2013, exposing the astonishing scale of government spying on its own citizens and the global population. How much do they really know about us? In 2013, former NSA contractor Edward Snowden leaked classified documents that exposed PRISM and other extensive NSA surveillance programs. PRISM allowed the NSA to collect internet communications from at least 9 major U.S. internet companies without warrants, directly from their servers. It gathered emails, video and voice chat, photos, file transfers, and connection logs. Although the program claimed to target foreign intelligence, it inevitably swept up vast amounts of data from American citizens. The revelation sparked a global debate about privacy, government overreach, and the balance between security and civil liberties. The secret truth exposed by Snowden was the unprecedented scale and largely unchecked nature of government mass surveillance, fundamentally altering public perception of digital privacy and trust in technology companies. Mass surveillance on an unimaginable scale. What other data are they secretly collecting on you right now? Coming up next, a chilling secret about a devastating environmental disaster. 5. The big one. California earthquake prediction. What if scientists possessed crucial information about the imminent threat of a massive earthquake, the big one? But that information was deliberately suppressed or downplayed to prevent mass panic and economic collapse. Imagine a terrifying geological reality held back from the public, even as the ground beneath major cities strains under immense pressure. This isn't just a disaster movie plot. Conspiracy theories about a California earthquake prediction cover-up persist, fueled by alleged suppressed data and the terrifying potential for devastation. Are we being kept in the dark about a ticking geological time bomb? While scientists generally agree that accurate short-term earthquake prediction is currently impossible and any specific prophecies are baseless, conspiracy theories about a government cover-up of the big one persist. These theories often suggest that authorities or geologists possess classified data indicating anti-LMT megaquake DCC Theogtigi San Andreas, but suppress it to avoid mass panic, economic collapse, and a breakdown of social order. While no credible declassified documents support such a deliberate cover-up of a definitive prediction, the inherent unpredictability of earthquakes, the catastrophic potential of a major California quake, and public distrust of authority combine to fuel these hidden truth narratives. The frightening reality is that a major earthquake is inevitable in California, and while the timing is unknown, preparations are ongoing, making the idea of hidden knowledge particularly potent for those who believe they aren't being told the full truth. A ticking geological time bomb, and secrets about when it might blow. What other natural threats are we being kept in the dark about? Up next, a bizarre secret about the true fate of a famous dictator. 4. Hitler's escape to Argentina, a post-war. What if Adolf Hitler didn't die in his bunker in Berlin, but actually escaped, secretly living out his final years in hiding in South America, protected by a network of loyal Nazis? Imagine that the official story of his suicide was a carefully constructed lie, allowing him to evade justice and sparking decades of speculation and conspiracy theories. This isn't just historical revisionism. The Hitler escape conspiracy has persisted for decades, fueled by conflicting reports, suppressed intelligence, and alleged sightings that challenged the official narrative of his death. Did Hitler truly escape? The mainstream historical consensus is that Adolf Hitler committed suicide in his Berlin bunker on April 30th, 1945. However, the lack of a verifiable body and the initial uncertainty surrounding his fate immediately fueled escape theories. Conspiracy theories suggest Hitler, along with Eva Braun and other high-ranking Nazis, fled to Argentina, often facilitated by a secret network of sympathizers. Declassified FBI and CIA documents, while not confirming an escape, revealed that intelligence agencies continued to investigate Hitler's whereabouts 4 years after the war due to persistent rumors and alleged sightings. These files, often containing vague leads and eyewitness accounts, inadvertently lent credibility to the conspiracy. While no concrete evidence of his escape has ever been found, The initial secrecy and conflicting reports allowed this crazy but true theory to become one of history's most enduring and unsettling secrets. The world's most hated man living a secret life. What does it say about the true end of World War II? Now, prepare for the top 3, which delve into some of the most profound and terrifying secrets that affect our global future. The next one is about extraterrestrial contact. 3. Project Blue Book and UFO cover-up. Governments hiding alien truths. Could governments around the world, particularly the US, be actively covering up evidence of alien visitation and advanced UFO technology, keeping the truth from the public for decades? Imagine thousands of unexplained aerial phenomena reports, suppressed witness testimonies, and alleged crash retrievals of extraterrestrial craft, all systematically debunked or labeled as misidentifications by official sources. This isn't just a sci-fi fantasy. The UFO cover-up conspiracy has been fueled by countless declassified documents, whistleblowers, and persistent unexplained sightings, suggesting a terrifying truth being hidden from humanity. Are we being kept in the dark about aliens? Project Blue Book was one of a series of systematic studies of unidentified flying objects conducted by the U.S. Air Force from 1952 to 1969. Project concluded that most UFOs were misidentified conventional aircraft, natural phenomena, or hoaxes, and that there was no evidence of extraterrestrial visits or threats to national security. However, critics argue that Blue Book's methods were flawed and that it was largely a public relations exercise designed to debunk sightings rather than genuinely investigate them. Declassified documents, coupled with whistleblowers like former military intelligence officer David Grush, continue to fuel the conspiracy theory that governments have been collecting and reverse engineering extraterrestrial technology for decades, hiding the truth from the public. The continued classified nature of UAP investigations and the drip feed of information keeps this crazy but true conspiracy alive for millions. Governments hiding alien technology. What does that mean for humanity's future? Up next, a chilling secret about a devastating global event. 2. The Cuban Missile Crisis. Closer to nuclear war than you knew. What if the world came terrifyingly close to nuclear annihilation during the Cuban Missile Crisis? Far closer than the public was ever told, due to secret decisions and near misses that remained classified for decades? Imagine a moment when human error, miscommunication, and brinkmanship brought humanity to the precipice of World War III. A truth only revealed by declassified documents years later. This isn't just a historical event. The true story of the Cuban Missile Crisis revealed by secret files is a chilling testament to how fragile our existence really is, and how close we came to global catastrophe. How close did we really get to the end? The Cuban Missile Crisis in October 1962 is widely known as the closest the Cold War came to a full-scale nuclear conflict. However, declassified documents and participant testimonies decades later revealed just how terrifyingly close the world truly came. For instance, the U.S. discovered that Soviet commanders in Cuba had tactical nuclear weapons with authorization to use them if invaded, something U.S. intelligence didn't know at the time. More chillingly, a Soviet submarine commander single-handedly prevented a nuclear war by refusing to launch a nuclear torpedo. After his submarine was targeted by U.S. Navy depth charges, assuming war had already broken out, this decision, kept secret for decades, meant one man averted global annihilation. The classified files revealed the extent of miscalculation, communication breakdowns, and the sheer number of near misses that were far more numerous and dangerous than the public ever knew, making it a terrifying reminder of humanity's precarious existence. One man saving the world from nuclear fire. What other near apocalypses have been hidden from us? And now, for the number one terrifying truth that will make you question the very air you breathe. This is the one that affects everyone on Earth. 1. Project Sunshine, global radioactive contamination. What if governments secretly collected thousands of human remains, including babies, from around the world for decades, to measure global radioactive contamination from nuclear weapons testing without public knowledge or consent? Imagine a macabre scientific program collecting human bones and tissues, revealing a terrifying, invisible truth about how Cold War nuclear testing quietly, universally, and irrevocably changed the very composition of every living being on Earth. This isn't a sci-fi horror plot. Project Sunshine was a real, top-secret government study, declassified years later, that exposes a terrifying truth about global radioactive fallout and its irreversible impact on humanity. Were we all unknowingly part of a global experiment? Project Sunshine, Strontium Unit, Nuclear Safety Hardtack, Investigative Nuclear Sampling of Human Yields, and Nuclear Event Analysis, initiated by the U.S. Atomic Energy Commission in the 1950s, was a top-secret program to study the effects of strontium-90, a radioactive isotope produced by nuclear weapons testing on the human body. Because strontium-90 mimics calcium and concentrates in bones, the project involves secretly collecting thousands of human bone and tissue samples from hospitals and morgues worldwide, often without consent or knowledge of families. This included stillborn fetuses and deceased infants, as their rapid bone growth made them ideal for measuring strontium-90 accumulation. The documents revealed a global, undeclared human sampling program that confirmed radioactive fallout from nuclear tests had indeed spread throughout the atmosphere, contaminating every living organism on Earth, including every human being born after 1945. It exposed a terrifying, silent, and irreversible environmental and biological shift caused by human activity. A truth that was deliberately withheld from the global public for years. A global, secret experiment on all of humanity. It's the ultimate hidden truth, changing how you view your own body and the air you breathe. If these terrifying truths revealed by secret documents left you speechless, then you absolutely have to check out our next video right here, where we explore even more chilling historical cover-ups that reshaped nations. You won't want to miss it. And remember, if you only scrolled to the end of this video, you missed out on the shocking reality of McUltra and the disturbing secrets of the Georgia Guidestones. Definitely go back and watch those parts. Before you go, hit that like button one last time. Share this video with anyone who's brave enough to face the unsettling truth. And if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Join the 360 World community, and let's keep uncovering the world's most profound and disturbing secrets together. Until next time, stay curious, stay questioning, and keep digging for the hidden facts.